Okay. Alright, family, I am back. I know the video quality has changed because I am on my digital pink and white flip that Ken found up under my seats in the back of the truck. And so all these months it was like missing. I have it back, and this is the quality of that video, of this camera, as opposed to my high definition flip that I took the other videos from on the last video. So on here, on this particular segment, we were talking about life after 40. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off, but now we're going to talk about sex after 40 on this one, because it's not giving me that much time, because I have some videos beforehand that need to be taken off of there. So it's only giving me like 40 minutes. So let's try to get this out in 40 minutes. Okay. Sex after 40, Miley Cyrus stated that after 40, it goes downhill. That you're not having sex after 40. Baby, let me just tell you, Miss Miley, sex after 40 is the best sex you ever have in your life. Because the reason why sex is better after 40 is because you are aware of who you are. A lot of times you are accepting of who you are as a person, what you bring to the table, your sexual appetite, all those types of things. After 40, baby, your sex is bomb. So for those of you guys that are in your 20s and you think you are getting it in, and in your 30s you think you're dropping it like it's hot, baby, when you get to 40, I don't know what 50 is because I'm not there, but I am 42 years old. And when I tell you that sex for me right now, the absolute, listen, oh my God, it's on a whole different level, because it's like, this is the happiest I've ever been with my physical self in my life. And so it just, oh my God, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, to say the least. It's like, whew. Now, as you begin to age, when you don't use it, you lose it. Now, that is a true fact, okay? So, if you've gone, months and Sundays without being penetrated, first, let me just say this. This video right here is not for the weak at heart. It is not for people that are squeamish. It's not for people that have any type of sexual hang-ups. It's not for the Bible-toting but lying on Saturday, folks. This is not for you, okay? This conversation is for people that stand firm in their truth, and they know who they are, and they don't make no qualms about it, and it is what it is. That's what this video is for. It's for the mature audience only. It's not for kids. So, I'm going to be talking about dicks and pussies and squirting and all that other kind of stuff, and sucking a dick, perhaps. I'm just saying. If it's not for you, then don't watch this. This is not for you, okay? So, now, sex after 40. I have to say that I was never into oral sex as in my 20s. I didn't know what I was doing. In my 30s, it was like, whatever. But in your 40s, baby, off the chain. Off the chain. You ain't got a problem with no 69, 92, or nothing the fuck else. It's called getting it in. That's what we're going to call it. Getting it in. Okay? Getting it in. Now, if you've gone through the change, then of course, a woman's body became, as after every decade, you dry up a little bit. Now, in your 20s, you're super duper moist. You're extra moist. You're just sobbing juicy. In your 30s, you're still succulent and got some juice to it and shit. And each decade it kind of declines on the juice. You know what I'm saying? But in your 40s, that's one reason why I do not douche. I don't douche, because douching dries you up. I do have a very dear friend. She dishes every day. And I'm like, but you know, her thing is, well, it's just plain water. I just put plain water and just plain water. I don't know. I haven't dushed in years. Like on some old Massengill type shit. I just don't douche. It changes up the pH balance in your pussy. It dries your shit up, and your pussy is actually self cleansing. It truly is. It's self cleansing. You don't have to douche like that. You keep your shit clean, baby. You don't need no motherfucking douche, because what comes up comes down. Excuse me. You guys know I got a little gastroenteritis issues medically. I got my card. But it, in the back of your cervix, in the back of your vagina, okay, let's just do an anatomy illustration, okay? The opening is your labia. It's the labia majora, which is the thick lips on the outside, the mound where the hair grows. That's called a labia majora. Okay, majora means big. It means a lot. So that's the outside. That's the thick lips. The thin ones in the inside is the labia minora. You don't get hair on those. And then it goes to a top crest where you have your urethra, you have your clitoris at the top, and you have a hood, which is the man in the boat. Whereas some women get their hood circumcised just as a man would get his penis circumcised. Some women get their hood, the boat, the hoodie on top of the clit and the urethra. They get that kind of, you know, crescent off a little bit, just kind of circumcised off a little bit, and it increases your clitoral stimulation. There is a such thing as that. You can do that. It's called vaginal rejuvenation. I'm next in line. I'm the bitch that's in line to get that done. Okay. Also, we have our little bat wings, which is our labia minora, the little thin ones with no hair on those guys. Those are like little butterfly wings, if you will. Some of us, they're not symmetrical. One wing is a little bit more flappy. I call my shit a hanging chad. Those of you guys live in Florida, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I call this bitch right here a hanging chad. I just been using that for years. It is what it is. But I got a hanging chad on the left end. I don't know what that is. But, you know, so I'm really looking to get vaginal rejuvenation. And what they do is they make you have like a Barbie cooch. Your cooch is just like perfect. A lot of chicks, I do have chicks in the porn industry. A very good friend of mine. And she has a good name and a lot of people know her. And that's what she do for a living. We get together, we have lunch, we talk about everything under the sun and all that. She has a man in her life and all that. She kind of dialing down a little bit on doing movies and things. But you know, that's my partner. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I can actually call her up on the phone like, girl, what you doing? Nothing. You know, one of them. And she had vaginal rejuvenation and she got hers first. And I was like, bitch, how it feel? She was like, bitch, you can't fuck for like 6 weeks. But, you know, hey, you the one had baby, so you already know what that episiotomy do. You know what I'm saying? And so, she has a Barbie cooch. And what's so crazy is this bitch, after she got her shit done and it healed up, so I go to her house, we sitting up, we chalking it up and everything. And I was like, well, how does it feel? You know, when you sit down, does it hurt? And all that? You know that bitch opened up her whole motherfucking pussy. She was like, bitch, look at the clit and look how this looking, bitch. Look at this and this. That motherfucker was getting wet as we go. I said, wait a minute, hold on, bitch. Hold on, bitch. What's coming out of this motherfucker? It look a little clear. You know, it's a different type of party. You know what I'm saying? Because this bitch is fingering her pussy and showing me and opening it up and shit. And this where they cut this at? No problem. Y'all, I got all kind of friends that do all kind of things. And I'm telling you, we are riots. Okay? We don't give a damn. It's like, bitch, look at my titty right here. Why is this one doing this? It's just whatever. You know, when you get when you get comfortable with your body, it's nothing. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I just got some kind of freaky friends. I don't know. But this bitch was like showing me the business. She was like, yeah, bitch. And then she gets Brazilian wax. Well, now she's had laser, so she doesn't grow any hair there. But around her anus, around her ass, she was getting all that wax and even getting that bleached. I was like, bitch, are you serious? She was getting all her shit. She get all her shit bleached and all that to where it's all the color is beautiful. I mean, this bitch got the most beautiful pussy in the world. I said, bitch, damn. Why is my shit looking like this, bitch, and your shit looking like that? She's like, bitch, holla at that motherfucking Bachelor Rejuvenation. You better see what's happening. It's called Dr. Madlock. Look him up. Dr. Madlock done her surgery. You guys can look him up. He's one of the first creators of the Brazilian butt lift. And so he's done a lot of my girls' surgeries here in the Hollywood area and Beverly Hills and things of that nature. And his name is Dr. Madlock. He is black. And he works on pussies. That's just what he do. I'm going to ask that y'all look him up. And he did her surgery. And Dr. Madlock got down. I said, you know what? Yeah, I need that done. But when you don't use, just like with anything, if you don't use it, you lose it, you know? And so she, we talks about, when I got questions about sex and shit, this is my go-to motherfucking guru. Because this bitch done been with chicks and dicks. You understand me? And when it comes down to talking about this right here, she ain't got no problem with it. This bitch go to do a tutorial on sucking motherfucking pussy. I said, bitch, is you... She was like, bitch, I'm waiting on you, shit. I said, okay, see, there we go right there. Bitch, don't do it, bitch. It sound like a twist. Every time this bitch have a motherfucking party, I ain't been the one yet. And I continue to say, because she's like, girl, we having a party, why don't you come? Your shit be on some orgy shit. I ain't never done that before. I ain't never done all that. I ain't never had no threesome. I ain't never done all that. I don't know nothing about that life. You know, and see, them bitches, they get together and get the drinking and shit and tequila shots and body shots and all this other kind of shot shit, bitch. I don't know what's somebody gonna get shot fucking with me because y'all motherfuckers be on a whole different level that I ain't on. I ain't there yet, okay? I'm still on dick, okay? And, but I ain't got no problem with getting my shit sucked on, and let me just go and fucking say that. Okay, now I hope ain't no kids in the room, goddammit. I hope I'm just talking to my girls right now. I ain't got no problem with getting in line, bitch. What we doing? Okay, bitch, I'm behind you. This bitch right here, she done fucked up and trying to get in cut. She trying to get in front of me, bitch. If you don't knock it off, yeah, I ain't got no problem with showing out now, because I'm after this bitch right here. Okay? But yeah, so I don't want to be talking about, you know, nobody else's shit. I don't want to do that. Okay, because, you know, I ain't got no clearance from this bitch. I ain't said her name, did I? I hope I didn't. Y'all know I be talking a whole lot, and sometimes I gotta pipe shit down because I say too much sometimes. But yeah, sex is, oh my God, it's bomb. Now, when it comes down to men, when they get over 45, okay? When a man get over 45, they shit don't work the same. Let me just go and say that right now. Now, I have never been with a man younger than me. I've never had sex with a guy younger than me that I can even recall. That's not my... I'm not in that J-Lo thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I be carding motherfuckers and shit. But, you know, I've been in a relationship now for 5 years, and that's the only dick I know. Now, I did have a one-night stand here back in, well, I won't even call it no one-night stand, really, because this was a friend, and we were just sharing a moment. We were sharing a fucking moment, okay? So that's not a one-night stand. It was a long time coming, okay? Let me just go on and say that shit. It was a long time motherfucking coming. I've been knowing this nigga for years, and we ain't never went there, fucked around, had a drink, was hanging on motherfucking Bourbon Street and fucked around. I was like, niggas, these are 600 thread count sheets and shit. Yeah, it was one of them type of things. It was like, oops, we done it. Goddamn it, well, either way, go on and twist my shit this way, nigga. Yeah. It just happened. But we grown about it and we laugh and joke about it. And it's like, nigga, where you staying at next year? Shit, we try to make this shit a motherfucking reunion around this motherfucker because it was good as fuck. Let me just go and say that. You know, ain't nothing about me cubic zirconian. I keep my shit 100. And I can't do nothing but that. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got no shame in my game. It just is what the fuck it is. Okay. Anyway. But after 40, it just becomes a no-holds-barred situation. It's like there is there's an altercation in room 313. It's one of them. It's like, nigga, well, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because when I am in that mode, and for whatever reason, Don't let me have taken my medication, because now I'm finna give you a whole motherfucking peep show, bitch. I'm subject to come out of this motherfucker with a boa on, goddamn whip. I got this duct tape because I'm gonna need you to tie me the fuck up and hang me off some shit. Yeah, it's on a whole different level. I don't know what it is. After 40, I have become so sexually liberated. It's like ridiculous. I want to be tied up. I want to be blindfolded. Put my arm this way. Shit. Put my motherfucking leg over that way, bitch. No problem. No problem. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I can't call it. So when Miley came on here last week and come talking about sex after 40 decline, bitch, I don't know what line you in. I was with Matt Lauer. I was like, shit, what is she talking about? Because I don't know what they doing that at. Shit, at 40? You will have the best sex in your entire life after 40 years old. I promise you. Especially if you ain't let your shit go out in your 20s and 30s. Don't let these niggas wear your shit out and you become a receptacle. That mean that you just a cum bucket. Fuck that. You just not gonna come up in my shit and do like the Blade and cut out. You just come in my shit and go. Like my shit is a receptacle, like a trash can. Fuck that. No. I'm not getting ready to... In my 20s, I was mommy wife. That's all I was. That was my title. Mommy's wife. You're Tony's wife. That's it. And it was just what it was. I was mommy wife. In my 30s, I began to get away from the wifey thing, and I began to just do the mommy thing and the Tina thing on my own. And in my 30s is where I began to know, you know, the difference in things. Is when I had my first one night stand, and I was a jump off, and you know, so many different things that I had my pussy sucked on, and you know. Stop right there. Stop right there. But yeah, I began to indulge in things sexually that it was like, wow, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I didn't know that shit can actually give you a motherfucking ass heartburn. I fucked around and got heartburn. The first time that I had actually, you know what I'm saying, the oral gave me fucking heartburn. I was like, oh my God. You know, I didn't know that a nigga coming your ass, nigga, you gonna get the runs. I didn't know that until in my 30s. I was like, what the fuck is this? Now, it was the compounds of a relationship that I was in. It wasn't no jump-off situation. I can count that like on one hand that I actually had one-night stands, you know what I'm saying, in my lifetime. And I'm over 40. That's a good look to me. You know, I just don't have niggas running up in my shit and coming. That's not what you're going to do. Not with this, you're not. You're not going to do it. No. No, nigga, no. But, you know, you live and you learn, and you know, after a while, you get to a point you don't make no excuses, nigga. It just is what it is. And it just was what it was at that particular moment. What can I say? You know? And I have to say that sex after 40 is, oh my God, it is so good. Oh my God. I wasn't having sex in my car in my 20s. I wasn't going to the drive-in at 20s. I wasn't doing none of those things in my 30s. But now at my 40s, oh my God, I love going to the drive-in. We fucked around, went to the drive-in. Shit, nigga, this was like grease like a motherfucker. I said, oh my God. That's how he found this goddamn flip. That's how he found my goddamn flip. We was in the back of our motherfucking cars. True story. As God is my motherfucking witness. We was getting our shit together. We was getting ready to do yeah. You know what I'm saying? At the drive-in. And we had took my truck to the drive-in because Tony must be talking about me. Oh, shit. Kenny has a car. He doesn't have a truck. Like, Tony has a car and Tony has a truck. Kenny just has a car. So, you know, we took my truck because, hell, we was going to the drive-in. We went, stopped off, got some chicken and shit, motherfucking big gulp soda and shit, getting Pepsi with easy ice, you know what I'm saying? And so going to the drive-in, it was like, man, I hadn't been to the drive-in in like years. But, you know, you sitting up at the drive-in and it's quiet and shit and the motherfucking, you know, shit coming through the speakers and shit, nigga. And it was like, shit, what we getting ready to do right now? It's called nothing. It's called, don't these seats come down in the back? Shit, it was on. When I tell you it was so fucking on, sex after 40 is the shit. And for motherfuckers that ain't sitting up talking about it as motherfuckers that's ashamed of it or ashamed of themselves. And I am not ashamed of myself, baby. I am comfortable in the skin that I am in. I've earned these stripes. I've been a Thundercat for many years in my life. I done been through the thick and the thicker. The rain, sleet, snow, goddamn blizzard. I done been through every goddamn thing that a person can go through, that a woman can physically go through. I have gone through it in my lifetime. And at this point in time in my life, in my 40s, you can't tell me a goddamn thing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me shit. I'm living a good life right now. I'm living my best life. A blessed life, in fact. I might not be exactly where the fuck I want to be. I might not have this house on a hill or having millions in the bank or nothing like that. I'm no millionaire. I'm a thousandaire, but I'm not a millionaire. I'm not rich. I'm full. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between rich and wealthy. A lot of people don't know that. People that are rich speak in volume, and people that are wealthy talk in a whisper. That's just the way they do things. People that are wealthy, they're not real flashy and all that. Oh, check out my car and what I got. Nah, they ain't nothing that. Wealthy motherfuckers don't do all that shit, but rich motherfuckers will, though. They got to show you they bling bling, and my this and this, and my rims on this, and my that and this, and my this, and my bitch on the side. Whatever. I have friends that are also wealthy, and they are so different than niggas that are rich, okay? I'm a rich bitch. I guess that's why I'm still flamboyant. I haven't reached wealthy yet. If I ever reach it in my lifetime, maybe, things will change. I would hope that it would, that I become more humble than I am today. But I have to say that sex after 40 is beautiful. It's truly beautiful. Let's get back to the anatomy, shall we? We shall. Okay, so we done talked about the labia majora and labia minora. Now you want to start getting into the shoot of the pussy. Okay, you want to get into the shoot. Okay, and that is the vaginal wall and the vaginal cavity. Okay, that long hallway with the trap door. The trap door in the back, baby, listen. The trap door in the back is where the perks come. When niggas can actually hit that motherfucker, that's where, nigga, you begin to get benefits. Nigga, you get a key to the car. You get a key to the house. You fuck around, nigga. Yeah, you become beneficiaries to shit. You know what I'm saying? You become a different nigga when you get back there to the trap door. Some niggas don't reach the trap door. You know what I'm saying? That's just... I'm not saying that, a long dick. I'm not saying all that. I don't mean to be totally frank, but this is the type of video that this is today. But, when I say get to the trap door, that means that you've penetrated more than just this right here. You've also gotten this. And, you begin to get different perks that, an ordinary motherfucker just will never see. Yeah. So once you get into the vaginal wall and you begin to go into the vaginal cavity, and at the rooftop, the sunroof is where your G-spot lies. Now, on some women, it can be at the top right or top left or whatever it is the case for you. But it's always on the rooftop. It has a feeling of a walnut shell. It's the shape of something like this. If that shape makes sense to you, it's like a shape of an almond, but it has ridges on it like a walnut shell. And if you palpate it, you can kind of feel it. I ask that you ladies find out where your G-spot is yourself, and therefore you can direct this nigga on where he need to go. Or, bitch, if you just shall, roll that way, whatever's clever for you, it don't matter to me. I don't give a shit. But you need to find your shit yourself, so then therefore you can direct them on which way they need to go to find yours on you, okay? And when I tell you, that's an orgasm that's completely out of this world. But the orgasm that you want to encounter in your lifetime, ladies, is called a Venus butterfly. And that is when you are getting stimulation from your clitoral, and you're getting clitoral stimulation and G-spot stimulation at the same motherfucking time. And when I tell you one of them orgasms will make you write out a check to a motherfucker, that shit right there, oh my God. Oh Lord, it's like, nigga, where have you been all my life? God damn, is you my baby daddy? Yeah, yeah, that right there. If you are ever privileged to one of them in life, you know what I mean, where you ball up in a motherfucking knot and you just crying for nothing. It's like, nigga, I'm so emotional and I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, it's one of them where you just start crying for nothing. And it's like you don't know what's going on. Now, I have to say, in my lifetime, I've had one Venus butterfly. I'm not going to give his name, and I'm not going to blow his head up, though it is already is. But I'm not going to say who gave me that in my lifetime. But I've had a Venus butterfly in my lifetime. Now, the rest of the ones that I've had, I've given them motherfuckers myself. Okay, I have no problem with masturbation. It's the safest sex you can have. That is my best time. It's called, bitch, cut off this motherfucking light. Nobody comes down this hallway. I got this over here. Okay? Yeah, it's one of them quarter after motherfucking 3 o'clock in the morning type shits. You know what I mean? The words you just got to dig one out. You just got to do it. I know I ain't the only motherfucking one. Okay? My sexuality has peaked. I am in my fucking prime right now, nigga. I am, nigga, fuck Voltron, nigga. Yeah. I'm prime. Okay? I'm prime. Bitch, she was, nigga. It's called first place. I'm that one there. Because, and when you're so comfortable with who you are physically, the way your shit looks, when you get comfortable with that, it just aids in the beds in the sexual episode. The escapade is just completely off the chain. When you are clean, that means, baby, you got to scrub front and back. You got to see, look, a lot of women ain't bathing right either. Stop getting them goddamn buff puffs and shit and using that as a washcloth. That's not a washcloth. I don't want to change this into some other shit. But those are simply to slough off dead skin on your body. Women need to use a washcloth when they're cleaning their bodies. Please. Don't be watching them goddamn Caress commercials and shit and thinking that that's the way it go, because that's not, no, them bitches are already clean. It's a commercial, they're acting. This bitch has got a SAG card. Okay? Now, when you're bathing, a woman needs a washcloth. You suds up your washcloth, okay? You wash your, excuse me, not your face, but you're going to wash your decolletage and all this other kind of stuff with your washcloth, front to back, pussy, this and that, ass, all that. Perineum. Your perineum is that 1 inch of skin between your anus and the opening of your vagina. Okay? It's called a perineum. It's 1 inch of skin right there. That right there is vital. That is the most vital shit that you need to clean when you are taking care of all that down there. That is the vital, that's the vital spot right there. Because that's where the scents and things is coming from. Now, if you're not a woman that don't shave, I'm going to ask that you do that. Because all that hair on the pussy is where heat and shit festers. You don't want that. You don't want it. Now, a bitch like me, I don't grow a whole lot of hair. I'm not a very hairy motherfucker. I don't have like no bush like this shit right here on my motherfucking foot. That's what you won't see down there. I don't have that. None of that. You know, you can still see scalp and shit. It's not thick. It ain't none of that. I got a little couple of whiskers right now. A couple of gray ones. Let me just go and say that too. That happens after 40. You get a couple of gray ones on there. But, you know, but you still see the skin and things of that nature. Okay? And so, but still, you know, you don't want, especially if you have a whole lot of hair, that's where the muss and the scent come from. Once you cut that, take that sweat off your goddamn pussy. Let me just go and say that. And then, it you know, treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask that you go ahead on and bless yourself and get a chic intuition. That is the best motherfucking shaving. Now, I done used different kinds because other motherfuckers came in and said, well, auntie, if you use Venus and you use this and I done tried every one. Well, I can't say everyone, but I've tried a great deal of them. And I have to say that the chic intuition with that thick ass thing on the top that when you wet it, it kind of suds up and everything. You don't have to use nothing else but that's the best shit in the world. And that shit gets my shit baby fucking smooth. And after I get her all that and that, then I put a little, I buy the baby oil, Johnson & Johnson's baby oil with the brown cap. It's the shea butter one. And once I, you know, while I'm still wet, I slather my body with that baby oil. Shit, you talking about a nigga think I'm a goddamn bearskin rug? That nigga be laying on top of my motherfucker. I said, nigga, do you realize that you over 200? And you laying all on top of my motherfucking ass? Nigga, I can't breathe. That nigga lay on top of my ass like I'm some kind of motherfucking ride at the park. You know, like a nigga, like I'm like one of the rides at the motherfucking LA County Fair. This nigga will literally lay on my ass like it's the thing to do.